Hi! Right, this week I'm talking about planting out climbers. So things like sweet peas or these two annual climbers which I'm growing this year. So they're going to need some support basically because they are climbing plants, and if you don't support them they'll just sag onto the floor and then the slugs will get them and you won't get any nice flowers. So I'm going to grow these ones up these supports here. This is kind of our seating area behind, so I'm hoping it's going to kind of almost create like a wall of flowers that will kind of cascade over. So hopefully that'll look quite cool. Some other alternatives, my sweet peas, I'm getting wooden stakes and then I'm putting like a mesh between them so I can grow them up almost like a wall of sweet peas is my vision. But if you don't have access to either of those, I'm just going to move the camera, you can create like a wigwam. Can you see that one there that I've made? So that is, I'm going to grow some of these climbers that I've planted, I'm going to grow some of them up those as well. So there's a few options there for you if you have planted some sweet peas or any other kind of climbing plants or any edibles. So normal peas and mangetout will want to climb, or anything like a runner bean, they'll want to climb as well. So you've got a few different options there, but probably the cheapest and simplest is a little teepee, which is made out of bamboo canes and then wrapped around at the top to keep it secure. And obviously like dig your canes into the soil so they've got like a good footing. So I sowed these seeds a while ago now. These ones aren't quite ready to plant out yet, but the cabea, I've also got these in white as well. So if I just show you here, oh dear, these purpley ones, you can see they're kind of trying to climb already. So I want to get these out of here because they need to get in the ground because they're getting a bit munched by the slugs and they're just getting a bit crispy. So I want to get them in the ground. They're the purpley ones. And then the white ones are these ones here. Oh God, my seed. So they're the white ones there. But again, they've got their nice little climbing leaves ready to go. So really, really simple. I'm going to plant 3 plants here, so I'm going to do 1 purple, 1 white, and then 1 of these once they're ready to go. So I'm going to just dig a hole in the middle here. I'll get my gloves on quickly. Literally dig a hole. Now you want to dig a hole that's twice the width of and depth of the plant that you're putting in. That's always the case when you plant things out, and the reason for that is you want to loosen the soil around the edges where you're planting. So I'm going to dig it twice as deep, and then I'm going to fill some of that loose soil back in, because ideally you want the level of the plant. Let me just carry on digging here. You want the level of the soil currently on the plant. So if I just pull one of these out here, so you want this level here to be level with your soil ideally, or just slightly below. I mean, you can go up to the leaves if you want to. So that kind of gives you an indication of how deep it needs to be. Now this, I just need to point out, is a handy little tool that came as part of a set. I use it, if you've seen my potting on video, then you will have seen the slightly smaller version for moving on. But if you don't have something like this, you could use an old tablespoon. Would work really well, just to kind of give you that leverage to get them out, because sometimes, you know, they can be quite well stuck in the pots. Another thing is, when you are lifting things out, try and hold it by the leaves if you can, and just kind of protect the delicate stem there. So I've got my hole here, which I'm pretty pleased with. If I just pop that in, yeah, okay, so that's quite good. So I'll put a little bit of soil back in. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to take a handful of blood, fish and bone, which is a fertiliser. You can use any sort of fertiliser. Just sprinkling that in, and then I'm just kind of mixing it up around the sides and around the bottom. And that's just to kind of, you know, this plant's been really safe and cosy in its little pot. And now you're putting it out into the big bad world. So by giving it this little bit of fertiliser, you're just giving it a bit of a head start really. So I'm just going to pop that in there. A bit more soil back in, and I want to kind of angle it so it's growing towards the supports. So I'm going to just put it there, and I'm going to hope that it grows kind of up these ones here, and it will wrap itself around and then grow up and over is my plan. So then you're just going to backfill with the soil. So literally put it around, tuck it in. There we go. And then give it a good drink of water. I mean, it's rained loads the last few days, so my soil's nice and wet, but I'm going to give it a good drink of water, create almost like a puddle, and that will mean that the soil around it all settles down around the plant roots, and gets rid of any air pockets. So the soil is in contact with the roots, which is what you want, because you want the roots to be able to easily take up those nutrients again, because it's, you know, it's had a bit of a shock. So make its journey as easy as possible if you can. So yeah, that's it. That's how to plant out climbers. So like I said, this is really good for sweet peas. I know a few of you are growing sweet peas or peas or mangetout as well. So do let me know what you think. If you want to know a little bit more about the how to make your wigwam, then let me know, because I could always do a quick win video on a Wednesday for that. So just either DM me or let me know in the comments below. But yeah, thanks so much. Have a great week. Bye.